Parker Strom, he trains with F4 Martial Arts from Mom Mel, and he goes to high school at Little Rock Christian Academy. He loves the armbar. His favorite fighter is BJ Penn. Listen, I'm going to tell you, don't blink. This kid's phenomenal. He truly is a phenomenal jiu-jitsu fighter. Now listen, we have a nickname for him, and you're going to see his little brother later. And I say little brother, they look a lot alike. Devin's going to be coming. Parker and Devin, we call them 8-pack and 6-pack. They are unbelievably ripped. This kid is 17 years old, and he trains, and he is actually an assistant instructor with his own dad. And I love seeing these kids have the leadership that they have now at this young age. So I hope you're tuning in. Like I said on Go Fight Live, I hope you found the link and you are live. If not, I'm speaking to myself. But I know you guys are tuning in.
Welcome to the cage, Austin Jones.
So find us on Facebook, KingdomPromotionMMA.com. You can find everything and all the links on our website, KingdomPromotionsMMA.com. So you guys can follow us. And I want to give some shout outs wherever you guys are across the world. I hope you give me some great feedback tonight. We try and provide an amazing atmosphere. We really try and provide, you know, top-level guys, and this is a beautiful venue here. I'm hoping you're loving this. Austin Jones trains with Force. Force is a new school, fairly about a year or two old, out of Pottsville. He's out of Pottsville. The school's in Russellville. The instructor is Brian Wilson. Austin Jones, he is a grappler. He's only a grappler. And he's homeschooled, but he has a double gold. And if you guys are grapplers out there, if you understand what NAGA is, the North American Grappling Association,
if you would, the fighters are coming down the
there's a lot of
so if you could, if all possible,
there's a lot of competitors around this area that goes and competes at NAGAs. You know, I take my team and we go to St. Louis and Memphis and Nashville, Tulsa, Dallas. So here he comes, entering in the cage for his first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fight. I'm loving this. I'm giddy.
And out of the blue corner, he is a BJJ style fighter. Standing 5'7" with F4 Martial Arts out of Maumelle, Arkansas, Parker Strom. And out of the red corner, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, and a kickboxer, along with MMA. This is his debut tonight. Fighting out of Forca Martial Arts out of Russellville, Arkansas, Austin Jones.
So the last fight was under 16, and those kids are a 5-minute grappling match. This is anybody that's 16 and above through the Athletic Commission. They are competing at 8-minute round. This is a jiu-jitsu only, submission only match. Keep your eyes peeled. You're going to see some great technique. Now, if you can understand the sport, it looks what he's trying to do. You know, he's trying to pull guard. He's trying to hit a sweep. It was really great for Austin. Is the guy in the bottom is never in a bad place. This is a bad place, but he's doing great. He's trying to sprawl. He's trying to sit through. Oh, Parker went for it. Did he stack him? Yeah, okay, so that was beautiful. I hope the camera goes as fast as this kid's going. He went for a rolling arm bar, and he dove for it, didn't get it, and he was able to stack him up. You know, stacking up, gets him up, puts a little pressure on Parker, so he wasn't able to pull the arm bar. So he's in half guard right now, and you got to understand what's going on if you're watching this, and why are they doing this? They're just laying there. You got to understand where they're trying to position. They're looking for sweeps, and since this is a submission-only match, it doesn't matter how long you lay there. It doesn't matter about mount. If you go to these places, you look at a position that you get, and you get a certain amount of points for hitting it. Try to hit a bump sweep, little hip bump. He's locking down the arms. Austin doing a really good job negating, but how the judges are looking at this is who's attempting the submissions. If the submission attempts are all by Parker at the end of 8 minutes, then of course Parker's going to get the win no matter what position he's in, because he's attempted more submissions because it's a submission-only tournament. I keep saying tournament. It's a fight.
It's a fight to death.
Okay, it's not a fight to the death. That's next weekend. That's in an underground fight I'm doing in Little Rock. I'm really impressed. I really am impressed with Austin. You know, I didn't know much about him. You know, of course, his coach, Brian Wilson, you know, talks about him a little bit, but I've never been able to see him compete. And I just know I know Devin. And, you know, Austin Jones, a little bit about him if you're watching. Austin Jones loves Lyoto Machida. He's always had a passion for MMA and jiu-jitsu. He wants to be in the UFC. Nice throw. That's beautiful. But we're looking for submissions. But again, you got to look at what the judges are looking at. At the end of 8 minutes, who dominated the match, who had more positions other than the submission attempts, who had the attacks, who had the sweeps. He wants to be in the UFC. He wants to get his black belt in jiu-jitsu. And I'm telling you, that's just nothing that you can blink an eye at. If you hear anybody that talks about a black belt in martial arts, you know, and I know it's, you know, there's 5-year-old kids out there with black belts. But anybody that has a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you just gotta understand they are truly legit. They are phenomenal. Nice spinning. He's defending. He didn't defend it fast enough. He's rolling into a Kimura. He's doing exactly what he needs to do, is roll out of the Kimura. The beautiful thing about rolling in a gi, that was one of my biggest frustrations, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I hail from the Midwest. I was a Militich trained fighter. That's where I trained. I mean, he rolled again. He's stacking them up. I love this, but anyway, I came from an MMA background. Basically, it's no-gi grappling. You get to see no-gi grappling as well tonight, which is going to be some amazing matches. But the no-gi grappling, you don't have those same holds. You know, he was able to defend that submission because he grabbed a hold of Parker's gi, his gi pants. And when I first started MMA, I just wanted to punch him in the mouth. I hated it. I said, let go of my pajama pants. I couldn't understand it. It was the most frustrating thing for me coming from traditional martial arts background or coming from a striker, and that's what I was. I just wanted to punch him in the face. So learning the discipline, this is where I started really falling in love with the sport of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And again, can I remind you, there's 17. Nice sweep. Beautiful sweep. I mean, this kid is amazing. I told you that, but Austin is holding his own. But like I said, it doesn't matter what he does. We have got to get a submission. That's how you win. So Parker's dominating. He's going for more subs. He's definitely hitting the sweep. So in the judge's eyes, he's going to win this match. Austin can still win at the very end. All he has to do is pull off the sub. Submits him anyhow he wants. I'll go through a little later when we have more time. I feel like people are telling me to be quiet. I'm talking a lot. I'll tell you exactly the submissions that we allow and don't allow. And we pretty much allow everything except the neck crank. So if you guys are tuning in, make sure you hit our Kingdom Promotions Facebook page. Tell me where you are. What? Hey, no match. Okay, well, this is a 8-minute match. Hey, Justin.
I'm sorry, there was a timing mistake on that. It was supposed to be 8 minutes. I apologize, fighters. You still got 3 more minutes.
Let him fight. Okay, so we had a little mess up with the timer on our first adult fight. They think it's 5 minutes, but those are the kids' fights. Those are 5-minute fights. These are 8, so they got 3 more minutes to go at it. But normally, if you go to a Naga tournament, these guys are Nagas, And they're probably experts. My kids that are fighting experts, they go 4 minutes straight, and that's it. This is an 8-minute match, and you can see them breathing heavy. 17. 16. So tonight, we have another match that's coming up a little later. We have Colton Kirby versus Hunter Lynn. They're both 16 years old. That's going to be an 8-minute match. But the rest of the kids that come in that are under 16, those are 5. Any adults are 8. And then, of course, all the MMA fights are 3-3-minute rounds. There is a 1-minute break in between. That was a beautiful sweep, but look, he's got an arm locked up. He's going to be looking for it. He's taking his time. It is very methodical. Everybody talks about grappling or jiu-jitsu as a chess match. And you got to understand, it's not what your opponent's going to do. It's how you're setting him up to make him do what you want 3 moves down the road. That's how brilliant this art and this game is. I mean, you see him what they're doing. They're not laying there. He's not resting. He is waiting for somebody to get too anxious. You got to be patient right now. He's trying to lock up an arm, and then you'll see an explosion. And that's a beautiful thing of jiu-jitsu. It's nice and controlled. You know, you can see his right hand is holding onto the ankle, and that's how he's passing out of that control, which is controlling him to roll for that Kimura. Now he's still got the Kimura locked up. Oh, he spun right out of it. So, you know, both of these guys were doing exactly what they need to do. Brilliant match. I hope you guys are loving this. This is a beautiful fight. Up next, we are going to take a little break. We're going to have Pastor Bobby T come in. He's going to start our show officially with a prayer for the show and for our fighters and fans. And we're going to have the national anthem sung by Robin Plemons, a.k.a. Goosebumps. And then our first 3 MMA fights are coming up right after this. I love the crowd sometimes at an MMA fight. You punch him in the face. Knee. It's crazy. Okay, now we're going to get to it. So, you know, like I said, we had, you know, 1 submission attempt from Austin. You know, what a great match. Give it up for these guys. Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Let's give them a hand for that. Come on, you can get louder than that.
So we're going to wait for judges, and on this, the judging is scored. There's no points. There's no 10-9 must. It's a little different on this. Like I said, it's a submission only. There's going to be no draws. In the cage with him,
I want to apologize for the timing mistake we
the
had
referee that's in there right now, great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. He's a fighter himself. Mixed martial arts fighter, but he's also a brown belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Kid is phenomenal, and you get to watch him tonight. Winner.
Out of the blue corner, Parker.
Yes, sir.
Strom.
Yeah, Parker did an amazing job controlling the match, controlling the pace, going for more submissions, hitting the sweeps.